Very first stream outside, and I have no idea except that it says live, and I am using my phone, my new Apple phone. So we'll go until it doesn't go no more because it is 80 some degrees out here. There was no way I was going to stay inside. So if you see this, pop by and tell me in the chat what's going on here so I can know that this is working, if the frames are dropping. I really, truly don't know if my regular internet with the phone is going to be good enough for streaming. I will do a real quick. You've been looking at Jacob Fleece, but that's the view I have is towards the front of my house. Excuse the old grill. That is my orchard. That is a grape arbor, and there are roses in front of it. The orchard has a tree in there that's a maple, doesn't belong there, grew on its own, and that just gives you a feel for what my world looks like. In the background, you may hear hubby mowing. It may get loud at some point. Just ignore that. And in the meantime, I am going to work on this Jacob Fleece because one of the things I really like to do when I have a fleece that needs to be washed is pick it apart outside where it can all drop off. Also, this sunshine is just bringing out the lanolin like crazy, right? So, by the way, doing this, you're not going to see, and the wind is terrible, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to last through this or not, but I am going to allow very short cuts just to blow in the wind. The birds will find it, and I won't allow the other stuff to blow in the wind. I really wish the wind would go away. It's not my friend today. Sometimes the wind is my friend and not. Okay, here's some locks. I am not going to try and keep locks, but it's, as you can see, there are multiple colors. I believe this white is dirty. I believe it's going to get whiter when it gets washed. Maybe tan though. It's probably going to be tan. And I'm going to try and save some of the very dark brown locks. That's those. Like that. And I'm going to save, if I can find the gray. The gray is really interspersed with a lot of other stuff. And it's, it's kind of like this kind of stuff. And so it's pretty hard to find a specific gray color, even though that is, in truth, the third color. I don't really see any good gray here. The very deep brown has sun bleached tips. You can see it has the sun bleached tips there. But otherwise, the locks are pretty sound and are, I think, going to wash up good. But the whole point to this is I am going to go ahead and pick it all apart and wash it and drum card it into bats that combine the colors. I am not going to try and keep the colors separate, and it will turn out to be a brown marled yarn. In other words, it'll be mostly that deep brown. I have I can't tell, you may just be getting my hands, but I have a I don't have live anymore. I have a 1. What's that mean? 1 drop frame, maybe? Oh, 1 viewer. I apologize. Okay, didn't mean to call you out, but I didn't know what the 1 meant. because it doesn't say live on there, but if I have a viewer, then obviously I am. So, okay. Of course, that could be one of Twitch's viewers. This is very high landland. Lots and lots of landland in here. Sticky, greasy. I will wash it with a power scour. All right, I may not talk for a little bit. Here comes hubby on his mower. And there he goes. When we mow out here, it is like massive circles. Let's see if I can do this. One of the problems is the sun is glaring into the phone, so I can't see the screen real well. And yes, what I don't want, it's not going in the trash can, it's just going off, letting the birds find it. I do this every spring. I always have fleece that I need to do this. Usually it's because I just went to a fiber fair and bought a fleece. But this year, this one is from last year when I went and bought everything for the for the Shave 'em to Save 'em passport. Here comes hubby to find out what the hell I'm doing out here, because I shouldn't be out here without him. He thinks, after my surgery, I'm so much better than he thinks I am. Oh, they hatched?
I don't know. There's still a thing with the feathers over it.
Oh, maybe the cold got the eggs.
No idea.
Oh, that's too bad. Or maybe, I don't know, it's warm enough. She may not have to sit on the nest since it's so warm. Ooh, I just found a big old stick tight.
I don't remember when I looked in there last. I think it was a couple of days ago at least.
Yeah.
And she was on there then.
Yeah, I bet it's just warm enough. She doesn't have to be on it. This is super long, some of these locks. By the way, you can say hello to everybody. I am streaming out here on my phone. At least I think I am. It says I am anyway. I will see what it looks like later. I have it, they can't see my face. All they can see is the fiber in my hands. Not, well, it says one viewer.
Yeah, okay.
I just started, Ted. I just came out here. Oh, now you know his name's Ted. I know. I have no idea. See, I can't tell any of that. I'm just going to do it for a while and then shut it off and see what it looks like. I couldn't be inside today. It's so gorgeous. I see locks like this and it's like, I really need to spin those by the lock, but it's not true. It's not true. I don't want to do all the work for that. This is for the passport, like I said, so I'm going to have to be able to get it drum carded up. It's fun. I do have a whole pound of it. I don't have to do the whole pound for the passport. I have to do 4 ounces, so that's one good thing. I will go ahead and wash up the whole pound. But the first 4 ounces that I spend can go be submitted for the passport. I love Jacob sheep. I love the sheep on the hoof. They're just adorable. They're so cute. The wind is blowing like crazy. It's a good thing you can't see my face. I have hair everywhere, all over my face and everything. And the other thing that may happen, happened to my daughter when she was sitting out in the sun doing one of her video conference things, is her phone came along and just shut off because it said it got too hot. So it's sitting in the sun here, and that may be another thing that happens. This will be a short stream for today. I need to do that. When I did Sunday stream, along with the fact that I had sat at a computer desk Saturday to do our taxes, I had sat there for about an hour and a half, and then I sat for an hour and 45 minutes streaming on Sunday, and by Sunday night I was in so much pain. And I told my physical therapist about it yesterday, and she said, "Oh, don't sit more than 30 minutes and then get up and walk." Well, I did during the Sunday stream, but it wasn't enough. And I don't see a timer going here, so I am just going to time it with when I get this 8 ounces picked apart, which won't take too long, and then I'll say goodbye. By the way, when we were talking about the nest, that is a wild duck, Merganser duck. Big, they're big. And one has nested in one of our hollowed out dead trees. And she's been on that nest for weeks. I heard Ted looked it up, and it was 34 days. So, in fact, I put a picture of that in on my Discord. Well, we're not real sure. We still think the eggs haven't hatched yet, but we're not real sure where she is right now at the moment. Maybe she's on break. We did have that real cold spell last week. I don't think usually that matters if she's sitting on them. I hope this spins up like I'm seeing it in my mind, which is dark with not barber pole, but with marled areas, lighter areas mixed in from the white. I hope that works. Probably what I ought to do after I get it all washed is just do a test bat and spin that, see how if it's doing what I want. Maybe I can then adjust what I card, how I card it. I don't like it. I have never streamed on a phone before. You turn your phone. They instruct you to turn your phone landscape to start the stream. I think that's really interesting. I wonder if I turn it vertical, if it stops the stream. And of course, I'm not on my Streamlabs, so I don't have all those nice little screens that I set up, that says "Be right back" and all the cameras and all that. This is rustic, baby. Rustic. I have talked to hubby about us doing little travel streams as we get back into traveling again. I think that will be fun. Uh-oh. Where'd my bag of fiber go? Gosh, there it is. Okay. I have my foot on the other bag of fiber, so it won't go flying off. I shouldn't have brought both out. But I wasn't sure how long this was, if it was even going to work. Back in the years I was doing podcasts, I did do podcasts on the porch. I had a recorder that I could bring out, sit on the porch, work with fleece, talk about it. Did a number of podcasts that way. Ooh, there's a big old stick tight. Hate those. Probably take me a week to wash this whole pound of fiber. I'm just now to the point that I can stand and do the dishes. Don't blow away. There is a thing of fiber. Ouch! I just got hit in the head with something blowing in the wind. I believe it was probably a maple whirligig, but it clunked pretty good. Had to be light enough that the wind could blow it though. As I get less and less fiber here, it wants to blow away more. Hear the birds? I can. It's very quiet in the valley though right at the moment. Sometimes we hear traffic. We can hear kids playing, people mowing, doing various things around their house. Sometimes we can hear arguments. Sound carries in the valley. And, I guess you didn't quite really see that we are in a valley. This is going over towards, and in the background there, that's my neighbor's barn. In the background are hills. That's hard to see sometimes just because of the trees, but those background trees are hills. So we are definitely in the valley. Another stick tight. Ugh. Yuck. All right. It's a little better than poop. I mean, it's a very clean fleece. I am not dealing with poop. But there are stick tights. We have found very interesting things in fleeces. Sometimes. This is the area, you can see the gray, but I swear you can't just pick a lock that's gray. And I wonder after I get the white washed up, if it's all going to have maybe that little bit of grayish cast, or silver, almost a silver cast. And I'm pretty sure it's the sunlight that's doing that. Can't get my hands. I have to have them further away than I like. I just got done telling everybody if they notice that I'm streaming and they don't find me, it's because I've been doing test streams. Now, here I am. I went ahead and did a regular stream, and nobody's probably paying attention. They're probably, well, she's just messing with stuff again. Oh, that's all right. Come catch it. I'll tell them to come catch it as a VOD. Probably need to change the name, take that test stream part off too. Ooh, this fiber is just so awesome. Gosh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So crimpy and bouncy and pretty locks. Doesn't smell too sheepy. I don't know if I got the name of this sheep or not when I bought it. Sometimes I do. These are real short. Looks like belly wool. And this is coarser. This is kind of kimpy right here. Ooh, ow. What was that? Owie. Is that you? There's a couple owie things in there. There we go. Yeah, this is okay. It's stuck around a big old twig. There we go. Actually, it'd be very, very, very hot sitting out here in the sun if wind wasn't blowing. Wind keeps it tolerable. Uh-oh, it's gonna blow away. Don't blow away. hate playing with her. Hi, Kazon Coffee. Thank you. Now I know I'm really working. It's really working. I am streaming from outside. I have never tried this before. I'm also streaming on my iPhone, and I've never tried that before. It's exciting. And if you listen closely, you'll hear some chickens crowing. Not mine, though. They're neighbors. This is a Jacob fleece that I'm working on. It's in the grease, and I'm going to be washing it, so I'm picking it apart. Pretty colors. Oh, I do, don't I? Lots of green. It's so green in this valley right now. Of course, it gets dried out in the summer some, but it's very, very pretty. Hitting a lot of short stuff here right now, and it's going on the ground. Kind of trying to keep my hands over by the fiber so it don't blow, because it's going to blow. And by the way, if I go poof, it's because my phone got too hot and turned off. So just putting out that disclaimer every now and then. The phones will do that. It did it to my daughter when she was on a Zoom meeting out here, sitting where I'm sitting in the sun, and her phone shut off. Said, too hot. I'm too hot. like these little tiny locks. I call them dreadlocks, although obviously that's not what they are. This is a very old, much in need paint wrought iron table that it's perfect because when I do this, all the vegetable matter falls right through. So I don't suppose this will zoom. No, too bad. There, see the yellow flowers in that field? That field will get plowed up. That field gets rented by a local farmer, and he plants either corn or soybeans, depending. He rotates it. But those yellow flowers I have used for dyeing in the past. They come up every year. They're just a wildflower. Give a nice, just standard green, light green color. I watched a dyer on Twitch this morning. She was using acid dyes, but I loved her setup. She had commercial chafing pans, or whatever they call those baking pans that restaurants use, and she had each pan, they're big, and they were on 2-burner hot plate. It was a great setup. I was like, yeah, I like that idea. If I had a studio, that's what I'd do. I don't. I just use my old, a set of stainless steel, where it came 4 pots, and I just use those for dyeing all the time on top of my stove. This is really dirty, this particular spot here. Full of hay, too. Another stick tight. That makes 4. Ugh. Out. Boy, wind in the trees, I really can hear it. One of the fun things is our weather comes from my left and goes to the right on the, and we can see rain coming, watch it coming through the valley. No rain today. We have a perfect day today. Somebody once said that this is the kind of weather that lures people to the Midwest, and then they're sorry they moved here because we have such terrible weather, unpredictable weather. And I've never been sorry. I like it here. I don't know if this is going to be any good or not. This is really short, some of it. Kazon Coffee says, oh, that's the truth of the unpredictable part. Oh, it's hard to read in the sunlight, sorry. The unpredictable part, anyway, yeah. Yeah, we just wait for changes. I mean, you don't like it. It's not going to be here much longer. Just wait it out. Another stick tight. Okay. We now know that sheep must have passed those plants any number of times. Yep. Well, there's one too. That's 6. All right. I feel sorry for the birds that pick up that fiber I just threw down and they find the stick tight. That's not going to be very nice on their nest, is it? I also can tell that I will stop when I get this done because this picking action, I can feel it in my fingers. I don't want to do more today. I might later today, but I don't want to sit and do it all at the same time. There's an awful lot of fiber prep that I do that's that way. Combing, drum carding. Gotta take breaks. Uh-oh. I didn't mean for that bit to go. That's great. Big gust of wind. Big gust of wind. Hold everything down. Maybe telling me I'm done already. Good grief. How about that? I can just put that in the other 8 ounces maybe. Let's see if it calms down here. It should. Hubby's gonna, why'd you let all that fiber down on the ground? He thinks everything's usable. Oh, I am so sorry. I was trying to read the comments and I just realized I covered the camera. Okay, Son Coffee, I'm so sorry. I can't read your comments in the, but they'll be there. I'll catch them in a minute. I saw it was something about freezer burn, so sorry about that. I was picking up the phone to read it and I realized I covered the camera. So much to learn here. Oh, that's a nice bit of fiber. Just because I've been complaining a lot, let me just say that that's a nice bit of fiber. So you freezer burned your fingertips a little yesterday at work, and I definitely feel it today when you're doing stuff. I bet. Wind, no. Leave your fiber alone. Yes. I know what you mean. It hurts. I have a big freezer. I go out there and rearrange it. Work in it for a little bit, right? Getting it's kind of an idea what's out there and rearranging. My fingers hurt, but it's the same when we have snow and ice, and I go out and scrape the car window and all that. It hurts. Oh, I hope they heal real fast. See, the wind calmed down now. It'll be back. I'm really curious how white or what this color will do when it gets washed, just how much of this is dirt. It looks like quite a bit is. My bag's full. It will blow away probably, but that's what my bag looks like now from picking all that fiber. It's all full of fiber. And if I leave it in the sun like that, it draws moisture. The lanolin will draw moisture and make the fiber wet. So I have to be careful with the sun. And yeah, this wind is why I never put my fiber outside to dry. I just rely on the fact that we now have air conditioning in the humid months. You know, I don't have to worry about it anymore. I can just let it dry in the house. Well, I have gotten a good dose of vitamin D sitting out here doing this. I may not stream Thursday because I am definitely streaming both Saturday and Sunday. This coming Saturday and Sunday. That is, Saturday's my birthday, so it's going to be my birthday stream. And both Saturday and Sunday is going to be about the Maryland Sheep and Wool Festival. We're just going to go through their virtual vendors and see what they have.
You know, I don't think the phone's going to reach out here.
No, I'm
No,
chatting.
not that one, the other one.
Oh, I didn't think about that. But I haven't heard the phone ring. So you're right. I was just figuring that if somebody called us on the landline, I'd have the phone.
Yeah.
But yeah, it may not. You're right. Anyway, I am,
Still streaming?
yeah, and almost done here because I'm almost done with this fiber.
Except for the dark bunch.
Yep. Well, it don't take long.
Yeah.
And in fact, I'm going to stick it in this and say goodbye, everybody. Thanks for Kay for sticking around and chatting. I appreciate that. And I will see you later. Everybody, happy spinning. Enjoy the sunshine if you have a chance to. Bye.
So how many people do you have?
I'm not off yet. I can't figure out how to end it. I can't figure out how to end it. Uh-oh. There we go. And now we'll say goodbye.